So when I was growing up, I was watching a lot of the X Games back in, early thousands, and I was watching the greats like Dave Mirra and Matt Hoffman. Just these guys who just had a lot of guts to just go so high and just not have a care in the world. Ryan Nyquist also, he's another one I like watching a lot. There were no teams. There were like no rules. It was just you and the way you wanted to ride. Like it was freedom basically. When I started hanging out with my friend David Carmick, he was already BMX racing by the time he was 6. And to me, I thought that was the coolest thing because I had only ever played baseball and basketball. Just very, your average team sport. And I love those sports too, but watching BMX to me was just something not everybody did. He encouraged me, why don't you go to the BMX track and see if you want to start racing? And being the stubborn person I am, my first reaction was like, hell no. He was like, look man, just try it once, and if you don't like it, you don't have to do it again. At that time, all I had was my 2003 Diamondback Viper, which is like your average, I guess, BMX bike. I guess I was looking for some words of wisdom, and all he told me was just don't stop pedaling.
I remember being lined up for my race and waiting for my race, and then watching you take off. I remember actually thinking as a new kid in the sport, since we have gone riding before, you weren't a total noob. You were kind of just the kind of dork at the track. You made it through without embarrassing yourself or anything bad. You looked comfortable on the track. You looked like you knew what you were doing.
When that gate dropped, all I remembered was just go. I couldn't think about it. And coming down that last turn, I was like, all right, this is the final stretch. I may never be here again, so I better try my hardest. So I was just pedaling as hard as I could, keeping up with the 2 other people. And as soon as I crossed the finish line, I felt so good, even though I came in last. I guess what I got out of that experience is not only that I fell in love with the sport, but me and David became better friends from it. Getting out of my comfort zone, I think, was the best thing that I've done, and so I guess I would encourage someone who wants to try something new just to do it, because if you don't, then all you have is what could have been, I